Hey everybody, it's Becky with the Sweet Tea Shed, and I'm just out here crafting away this evening. And I tell you, I just did a live where I did a No Place Like Gnome Christmas craft, and it was my first Christmas craft of the season, but I just had to do it because I had gotten these really cute little gnomes. So check me out on the live probably prior to this video. But anyways, just look up gnome, No Place Like Gnome, and you will find it really cute. But I found this at the Dollar General, and when I was at the Dollar General the other day, I came across the clearance rack, and I scored at this one Dollar General. So I decided to buy all of them that were left, and knowing that I could do something to them to make them better. So I'm going to show you what it looks like before, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do for the after. And you guys know I love to reuse and repurpose, and if I can use both sides, I think that's a win-win, because you can use one side for whatever season, the next side for whatever season. You can do both sides. You can, if you like the way it looks, you can just leave it. So so this one I'm just going to do one side because I like what it says on the other side. Okay, so enough about all that. Hopefully you're not too confused, but this is what I found at the Dollar General. I found these adorable little hanging signs. This one, I know it's backwards, probably, maybe not, maybe it says, maybe it's not backwards to you guys. My lives are always backwards, the words. So this one happens to say, happiness is homemade, and it's adorable. It's got a blue and kind of a yellow gold, pretty little decoration on there, and it hangs from this adorable gray wooden frame. How cute is that? And on the back side, there's nothing. These were originally $4, and they had them 70% off. So I got them for a little over $1. So I was like, heck yeah. I think there were like 5 or 6 left, and I grabbed all of them. I don't usually do that, but I like these a lot. So I grabbed them and thought I would make some cute little signs out of it. So this is what the original looked like, right? So that's what I did then was I went in and I cut off the strings or the twine there to this one, which said, let's stay home. How cute is that? And I'm not going to touch this side because, again, I'm going to decorate this side, but you could still use this side. All you have to do is just flip your frame around. So 2 for the price of 1. Hey, I'm all about doing things like that and trying to save money. So prior to going live, I obviously cut this out of the frame, right? And I thought about potentially painting this frame, but gray and white is so in right now, and you know my kitchen's gray and white. Anyways, I decided to leave it, but I'm going to do some decorating on the outside of it, so it's going to kind of cover that up. You'll see what I mean here in a minute. But what I did prior to coming live, as a matter of fact, I did this yesterday, is I painted it white because it was just it was that kind of slickery stuff, and I just wasn't sure how good it would adhere. So I went ahead and I just put a coat of white chalk paint on it. I don't know that you'd need to do that, but I did. After that dried completely, I used my Mod Podge. I always say use what you got. If you got glossy, use glossy. If you got matte, use matte. It ain't gonna matter because it's on the bottom, right? So that's what I did, and it's completely dry. Again, I did all that yesterday. Prepped it yesterday. It is good and ready to go. However, I do see that I've got some glue in the hole, so this is just a little nail because it's what I got. I'm just going to poke a nail through that. Make sure that I've got a good opening there. Wish I would have seen that yesterday, but it's not a big deal because I was able to get that hole opened up. So just open up that hole if you, by chance, paint over it or get glue over it or whatever, because I am going to try to put my jute back through there again, and I'm going to hang it again. Okay, so for those who are not familiar with the iron-on method, we're going to do the iron-on method tonight. So, well, first, kind of excuse my mess back here. This is not usually my setup, but again, I got a hot mess in here, and someday I'm going to take a week of vacation and get this thing cleaned up. So I'm hiding stuff so you can't see it back there because we've got big plans for the Sweet Tea Shed. God's really blessing us, and I'm really excited about what the future is going to hold for the Sweet Tea Shed. So enough about all that. Okay, so we're going to do the iron-on method tonight. So again, To do the iron-on method, you can only do it on a hard surface because you're using a hot iron, so obviously you do not want to use this on plastic or anything like that. It'll melt it. But for the iron-on method, what it does is it takes away all the wrinkles. So I love the iron-on method. All right, so now let me introduce you to the beautiful napkin that I'm going to use. So check out this napkin that is so adorable. Look at that. If that doesn't say fall, I don't know what does. So cute. Pretty orange pumpkin with a black and white ribbon around it. And obviously, sunflowers are so popular. Sunflowers and pumpkins are the thing this year for fall. Gnomes are the thing for winter. But yeah, so this is just an adorable napkin. And I really am not sure who I got it from. So if you are watching this, and I got this from you, I just got it like this past week. Please say where you got it from, and if you would like to maybe get one from whoever gifted it to me. So anyways, all right, enough about that. Okay, so as you guys may or may not know, I use a water pen all the time. You can use scissors, totally fine, but I love these little water pens. And if you don't have one of these, I would really highly recommend you get them. And I can post a link down below of where to get them from, but I just love using the water pen. So I literally just opened this one up, and so let me squirt a little water, get some water going on it. It's just a brush. That's all it is. It's just a brush. And I take it, and I've already removed the ply, or it came to me with the plies removed. So it probably had 3 plies on it. Be sure that you remove your plies. Remove your plies, or you're going to get bubbles, and then you're going to get frustrated, and then you're going to want to toss your craft, and that all comes from experience. So anyways, alrighty, so I'm just going to take one of these panels. Obviously, they're all the same. I'm just going to use my water brush. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. And I'm just going down, and I am just using the brush part, and it puts water on it, and it just makes it tear just like that. And I think it's called feathering. I call it wispy, but it just cuts it so nicely. Again, you can certainly use scissors, whatever. That's just what I like to do. All right, so I've got this beautiful napkin. I'm going to place it at the best I can where I want it, and what I think is the middle of my sweet little sign. So just kind of looking around. I'm going to have, might be a little bit hard to see, but I'm going to have excess napkin all the way around, and that's what I want. I want to have excess napkin all the way around it because I'm going to show you how to cut that off or trim that. I shouldn't say cut because we're not going to cut it. We're not going to use scissors. It's way cool what we're going to do here to get that excess napkin off. So I got it on there, I think pretty dang cute. Okay, so again, Mod Podge is on here. It's dried completely. I picked out a beautiful napkin that I want to use to be displayed in this cute picture frame. And then what you have to do is use parchment paper. Actual parchment paper, like you're baking some great old chocolate chip, whatever kind of cookie you like. So parchment paper from the store. And you're just going to put that on top of your napkin, okay? Mod Podge dry. Your Mod Podge has to be dry. Don't do this with wet Mod Podge or it's going to wrinkle that napkin and you're probably going to rip it and you're going to, again, get really mad and you're probably going to want to throw your craft. Again, experience. All right. Even though I'm a newbie, I screw up a lot. And, yeah, so I like to share my screw-ups with you guys as well as my good things because that's how we learn. And believe me, I'm as normal as the next person. All right, so I got my parchment paper on top of it, and I'm just going to put my iron down on it. Now, my iron is obviously just a regular iron. If you have a craft iron, I'm totally jealous of that because obviously I don't have a craft iron. I just have a regular old iron, and I have it set on in between medium and high. And as you can see, I'm not moving very fast, but I am moving my iron, and I'm going one direction. Don't iron it. If you iron it, again, you're going to wrinkle it. But what you're doing is, I giggle because I say this all the time, so those who have watched me before. But what's happening is the heat from your iron is actually melting that Mod Podge, and it is adhering your napkin back down to your board. So that's what we're doing. We are making that Mod Podge wet again, I guess. It's just melting the Mod Podge, which is melting the napkin, which is attaching to your board or whatever you're Mod Podging. So I just do it a couple of times. Again, I don't go fast. I go the same direction each time. and just to make good and sure that I don't wrinkle it. All right, drum roll please. Do-do-do-do. It's so cute. It's so cute. All right, so we just use a really hot iron, right? So this is gonna be really hot because we just used a really hot iron. So my point is just be really careful when you pick it up because it is pretty toasty. It's warm. I use these on ceramic coasters all the time, and those ceramic coasters really hold heat. So you wanna be really careful if you're doing this on ceramic. But look how cute that came out. Way cute. I wish I remembered where I got this napkin from. It's so adorable. So cute. All right, so this is kind of warm. It's pretty warm. On a real cold day, it would feel good on my hand. So I'm just gonna set it aside for just a minute so it just kind of dries a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is, since this cute little napkin has this black and white ribbon on this sweet pumpkin, just happy, happy, kind of like Bob Ross, happy, happy. I thought what I would do is I would, since this is gray and my napkin really isn't gray, it does have some gray tones to it, but I thought, what can I do? Because again, I didn't want to paint it really, so I happen to have some black and white checked ribbon, which matches this this cute bow on my pumpkin. So I thought what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and I'm going to put this around here, right? So again, those who follow me at the Sweet Tea Shed know that I don't usually do projects before I just come on here and I do my project. So I've never done this before, so hopefully it's going to work. I do have the 2 holes at the top that we're going to tie that jute ribbon to hang it. So I'm going to have to punch holes in these across the top because obviously it's going to cover my hose. So that's just something I have to remember. And since this is the top, sides, bottom, I'm going to start on the bottom and start gluing on the bottom. And I want it to go all the way across. I don't want to just do the sides. I want to go all the way across so it sits more even, right? So I'm going to do just the best I can. I'm going to say this is the middle, right? Just kind of guesstimate. I'm going to take a little bit of glue and I'm going to dab just a little bit of glue on it. Not a goober amount because I don't want it real thick and heavy, but I've got that on there. And let me find my little pink finger. I've got these little silicone fingers. If you don't have those and you're a crafter, y'all know you burn your fingers a lot. So be getting you some silicone fingers or something to help you attach that. See, that easy. I'm going to come across here and I'm going to tack it down with hot glue ever so often, just so it stays a little bit better. Again, I'm not going to use a whole lot. I'm just going to put a couple little strings of it across here so it does stay down. And I'm going to pull it kind of tight, pulling it a little bit tight because I don't want it to bubble or anything like that. And again, hopefully this turns out cute. I think it's going to be really cute. All right, so far so good. Now I'm at the top, and then I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to put a couple of little, I don't even know what you call it, just real thin. I'm not doing them really heavy. I'm just doing a couple really thin little things of glue, just to tighten it down a little bit, just to tighten it down so it stays on there. And obviously, pretty self-explanatory what I'm doing here, just kind of pressing it down as I go so it sticks on there. All right, now to the last side before we get back to the bottom. Same little process, a little bit of glue, a little bit of glue. Woo, woo. All right. So cute. Look at that. Look at that. So cute. I don't know. Hopefully it'll look good with this pumpkin. We'll see. It won't look bad with it, I can tell you that. It'll look okay. All right, so go ahead. I'm going to cut this ribbon. Little glue. Put a little bit more where that end's going to be, just so it stays really good, hopefully, at the end. I think I've got it glued pretty good. I don't think this ribbon's going anywhere. I think she's going to be just fine. All right. So look how adorable that is. So cute, way cute. Way cute. I could have done this on a live. I probably will do one of these on a live video because it's just so cute. So cute. All right, so there you go. Voila. She's standing up. Good to go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to punch holes in this, where the twine's going to go. Spit it out, Becky. So I'm going to use my handy dandy little bitty nail that I have because that's what I got over here. And what do I say? Use what you got. So we're going to use what we got, and I'm just going to punch a hole, which was not hard to do at all, in here, and just kind of, I don't know. Oh, well, I don't know how easy. Oh, I don't know how this is going to be quite honest with you. When I go to tie it, I don't know. I might be fooling myself here. I don't know. I might have to. I don't know. I don't have. Oh, there we go. I want that ribbon to be a little bit more open for us. I don't know. We're going to give it a shot. It's going to be a little bit of a pain in the patootie, to be honest with you, but I'm up for the challenge, by golly. Let's see where this hole's at. I am up for the challenge. Why not, right? If you don't try it, you never know if you're going to succeed or not. So, and if you'll keep sprinkling my videos and telling people about the Sweet Tea Shed, I would so appreciate that so much. I don't know, man. That's going to be a little bit of a tiger, but we can do it. We can do it. All right, so I think what I'm going to do, too, is I'm going to make a messy bow to go on here, I think. I think I'm going to... Oh, this is going to be really cute. That black and white really sets it off really cute. It's going to be really cute. Okay, so I'm going to make a messy bow quick. So set that all to the side. I'm going to make a messy bow. So, how big do I want it? I'm going to make it about, I don't really usually measure, but since I'm doing a video, let's do it about 4.5 inches. So I'm going to do about a 4.5 inch messy bow. Again, it does not have to be exact at all. And when you do a messy bow, you always want to do, at least this is what I do. Other people do things differently. But I always do two strands of whatever ribbon it is. And I also like to kind of mix and match my ribbons. This just happens to be a spare piece of orange. This is exactly like the black and white, except it's orange and white. And but this orange piece of ribbon happens to be just a spare piece that I had sitting around. So I'm going to use him. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to use all 3 pieces of him. Again, this is your project. You do it the way you want to do it. Usually I use 2 pieces of ribbon though. But again, you can do what you want to. I got this adorable ribbon here. Look at this. It's a red truck, right? A red truck with pumpkins in the back. How cute is that? I'm going to use him too. Again, I like to just kind of mix and match. But I thought he's got pumpkins on him. He'll be really cute in there. So I got that one. Do a couple of him. And then I think I'm going to do a couple of the black and white. Since I've got black and white in there and there's black and white in the pumpkin. Again, these are about 4 inches long. Excuse me, 4.5 inches long. And they don't have to be exactly 4 inches. At least in my little world, I don't care if they're exact or not. And then I've got this adorable, I am 100% a burlap girl. Y'all know that about me. I am a country, I love farmhouse modern country. And if this is not the cutest little burlap ribbon, right? Who would have thought that ribbons could be so stinking cute? Not me. Same thing, gonna get about 4.5 inches of each of these. And then we're gonna make our messy bow. All right. What I didn't do, like my other video, is I did not grab my buttons. I got a bag of buttons, because I always like to put a button in the middle. However, I have a button right here, which it's gonna just happen, it's gonna have to work. It's gonna have to work. So it just happens to be a gold button, which will look really good, I think, with our little pumpkin. Can you hear my grandma chair? It's an old wooden chair, and I just love it. I'm a vintage girl. All right. Okay, so back to our messy bow. So let me move some stuff out of the way here. I did not bring, I'll just use some of this. So this is just some twine, just a thing of twine. And I'm just going to cut some off, and I'm going to use this to tie up my messy bow. So I've got 2 of everything, except I got 3 of these orange ones, of these plain orange ones. Totally fine. So to make a messy bow, again, this is how Becky does it. Other people do it differently. Totally fine. Everybody has their own process. And I make X's. I make an X and an X, and then you're going to layer these back and forth, and you're just going to use 1 of each of the ribbon you cut out. You can use as many ribbons as you want. I guess I wouldn't make it this big, but you can make it, use as many ribbons as you want depending on your project. And then, oh, you know what? I think I'm going to put this orange one first. Then I'm going to put this one. And I'm going to start all over again. So the black one down. I think I had an orange one there. Just doing some crisscrosses. Putting my pretty little truck with my pumpkins in it. Then I think I did this one. And then I'm going to put my 3rd orange one down, because I want this pretty piece of burlap to be in the front. So it looks kind of like an X. See, just kind of looks like an X. And depending on what project you make is how long you're going to make your ribbons. Pretty self-explanatory. Then you're going to take your twine or whatever you use to wrap with, and I am just going to tie it in a knot, and you want to tie it really tight in the middle, as close to the middle as you can. You really want it tight because you don't want these ribbons to be moving, because you want it really tight so when you manipulate it, they stay better that way. If it's loose, then they kind of flip-flop around. And I always giggle at myself because I will sit here for minutes and mess with and manipulate these ribbons. And then when I stick it onto whatever I'm doing, I'll start all over and mess with them again. But it's just that simple, ladies and gentlemen. That's all you got to do. So once they're in there, you just get it and you just start pulling them apart. That's it. You just pull it apart, and it makes this adorable little bow. Now, I wish I was creative and could make like a regular bow, but I can't. So I always default to the messy bow. But again, they just come out so cute, right? You stick some strings or ribbons together. Yeah, tie it off with a little ribbon or a little twine, and there you go. That's how easy it is. So when you make these and you sell your items or you give them away as gifts, as I do both those things, and people think, oh, how cute. I always get compliments on my messy bows, and that's it. That's how easy it is. But nobody needs to know our secret. Shh. It's our little secret. All right, so that's our messy bow. I'll put him to the side. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, remember our napkin kind of goes over the edges. So for those of you who don't know this fancy trick, this is one of my favorite things to do, is you can use an emery board, you can use a sanding sponge, a piece of sandpaper, nail file, whatever you have. And that's what we're going to use to get this excess napkin off. And it's going to be so sharp looking. If you use these scissors, it's going to give you a choppy look. And you don't want a choppy look, you want it to look really, really pretty. So you're literally just going to take your sanding block or whatever you have, and you're just going to go down the edges. And you can already see how it's cutting that. See how it cuts it? It's so cool. It looks like a professional has come in and did this. Again, and it just comes right off. And if it doesn't come right off, all you do is you grab your little sanding block and you go over it again. There you go. It is just that fast and that snappy. When I do like coasters, I'll do a whole set. I'll do a dozen coasters, and I'll let everything dry, and then I come back and I just go down the dozen coasters. And in no time flat, you have this beautiful, look at that. So cool, right? So cool. All right, so that's adorable. All right, so same thing here. I've got the holes here. Probably hard to see on this, but I've got these holes, and I've got to find here it is, my little nail, and I'm just going to puncture these. And oh man, I think my twine's going to be too big to get through these holes, but we're going to give it our best effort. I'm going to make it work, by golly. I'm going to make it work. So, all right. So we've got this adorable, this is so cute. So I've never done anything like this before. You just do it, right? Just do it. And if it's a flop, then hey, it's a flop. If it looks good, then look what you've learned. So, and believe me, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I have had plenty of flops. Plenty. Okay, and this might be one of them because I can't find my little, I've got a little thing of twine and I can't find it. So here we go. All right, so this might be a little tricky. I think I'll be able to get it through this okay. All right, so I got it through here and I'm gonna tie it in a knot. So that one was pretty easy to do. However, getting it through this frame I think might be a little bit of a pain in the patootie. So all I did was just tied it, literally just tied it one time. It looks like a knot, but I just, you know, looped it one time. And there you go, right? There you go. All right, and I'm gonna cut this pretty long. Again, I am not gonna need it that long, but I'm gonna need some wiggle room to get it through my frame. So same thing here. I'm gonna kind of wet the end a little bit. Maybe that make it go in a little bit easier. Oh no, that one was pretty easy. And I'm just kind of, oh, see there? I'm just kind of twisting it as I go. See, here we go. It's not always perfect in my world. All right. I knew this was going to give me a stinker of an idea, or stinker of a time, because there was glue. Remember, and I tried to get that glue out. So I'm just going to take my little nail. I know it's kind of hard to see, and I'm going to try pushing that through, just like if you were sewing and you were trying to get some thread through or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll use the end with the head in it and push it through. Oh man, he does not want to cooperate. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Get on through there. Well, the nail came through, but that's not what I want. Let's cut the end off. Try it again. And I'm sure there's a simpler process, and y'all are probably screaming at the screen right now going, do it this way, do it that way. I'm trying to just poke through here and get some of this glue out of here. God, I don't really see much in there, but I don't know. All right, come on, buddy. Be my friend tonight. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. This may not be my friend. I may have to use my heat gun to heat that glue back up to get it to push through. Come on now. Come on now. Yeah, there's a big glob of glue. Shame on me. Shame on me for not getting that all out. Because this is what happens. But I'm glad that you guys can see that, see, I'm not always good. Sometimes I have a little struggle too. That's okay. This ain't nothing that can't be fixed. If this is the worst of my project, we'll be doing all right. Oh my gosh. I wonder if I use my iron and heat that little area up a little bit. We're going to try to outsmart it. I'm going to try to heat up that glue that's in there a little bit and see if I can soften it up so I can push it through. When there's a will, there's a way. All right, let's see if that works. Grab my little nail. Oh yeah, that did. Oh, that's hot. Told you. I burn myself sometimes too. I didn't burn myself. It's just warm. All right. I think we have success. I say that, but let's give it a shot and see. All right. Cut the end off again. Wet it down a little bit with my slobber. Let's see if I look at this side. Doggone it. This is going to be on America's Funniest Bloopers, right? All right, let's try it here. Just twirl it as again, if I had thinner jute, I would not be having this much difficulty at all. Come on, man. Get on in there. Oh, this is just frustrating. I can see it. I'll be doggone. Not good. So let's see. Oh man. Are y'all laughing at me yet? Well, if you're not, you should be. If you're not, you should be. I got big shoulders. Like I always say, if this kind of stuff's the worst thing that happens to you, you're all right. Nothing else. If I can't get it through this time, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to separate my my twine so it's not. I think there's three pieces twirled together here. I'm not going to be able to get it through. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to separate this. Again, do what you can do. So I'm just going to separate it so the twine is a little bit thinner. We'll give that a shot. I don't know. Again, I've never done this before. We'll give it a shot and see what happens. Come on. Gosh, I don't understand because I can see all the way through there. I don't know why you're being such a stinker. Frustrated. This is not as easy as I thought it was going to be. Thought I would be done with this video in 30 minutes. Oh man, come on now. Get on in there. Get on in there. My makeshift tools here. Doggone it. If I have to stay in here all night long, I obviously will turn this video off. If I have to stay here all night long, I got it. Sorry that took 25 hours, but I got that silly string in there. Doggone it. Ornery, but I got it. High five, I got it. And I got string in my mouth. All right. Oh man, that was a pain in the patootie. Okay, so what I need to do though is I need to put the bow, or not the bow, but tie it on this side. And I'll cut it all up and I'll make it look better. But at least I got it through. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. This is not turning out like I thought it was going to turn out. So, all right. Now, I thought that was hard. We'll see how this goes, right? This might be even more difficult. So, again, I'm just going to make the hose a little bigger here since I had such a struggle there. All right, everybody, cross your fingers. Ready? Here we go. I'm just going to use this one first. You know what? This isn't going to work. Look at that. These are pulling right out. It's not going to work. Not going to work. So frustrated. So frustrating. All right, one more try, and then I'm going to end this video, and then you guys are just going to have to not see how I do it. All right. Duh, Becky. Duh. Should have done this 20 minutes ago. Should have done this 20 minutes ago, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry that you have had to see me struggle. Woohoo! My hole is bigger here now, so I guarantee you I will be getting this through. This time, watch this. Ta-da! I bet y'all were yelling. Were y'all yelling at me? Were y'all yelling, pick up the scissors and twirl them in there? Yeah, I bet y'all was. Jeez, oh Pete. Good grief, how embarrassing. All right, got her done. Got her done. All right. Okay, so we're going to hurry along because this video has gotten too long as it is. And wish me luck with this because that was not fun to do that. So let's see. Hopefully I can get the ribbon in this side and call it a day for the most part. Again, just like I say at my job, you'd have to have the right tool for the job. And I did not have the right tool for the job for this. So shame on me, meaning I did not have the right twine for this. First try! First try, first try. Okay, wish me luck, guys. I'm a little nervous. Here, let's see if we can get him through this way. Come on, he's there. Come on, I see you. Oh, come on now. Hello. Wow, right? Something that I thought was going to be goober easy. And it turned out to be a pain in the patootie. But look how cute this is going to be. And you know what I just thought of? Instead of tying a knot here, watch this. You're with me. Let me turn around this way, though, because I want that longer string there. And this is one of those happy happenstances that happen that you didn't even realize that you were going to do that. So I am literally just tying a bow in here. That came out adorable. Look at that. Look at that. How cute is that? So you can still do this side, right? And you can do this side. Way cute. That's how cute it is. Sometimes I just tickle myself. Okay, so I am going to cut. I want to cut that off. No, I'm not going to cut that off. But I am going to put a messy bow on here because it's just so flippin' cute. And we made it. And I got twine in my mouth. That's okay though. That's part of the fun of getting to craft. All right, so now I have to decide another decision where I am going to put this adorable messy bow. All right, so I could just put, I think, well, I already know. He's going in the corner. In the corner. In the corner with you, little one. All right, so I'm going to put him in the corner up here. Again, I'm just going to take some hot glue and glue it to the corner there. And like I said, see, here I go. I'm messing with it because it's just what I do. But they're so easy to make, and you can just manipulate them however you want to. So cute. Taking some hot glue, and I'm going to go on both sides of the frame. Okay? And then I'm just going to slap him on there. I'm not going to slap him. I'm going to put him on there very nicely. It's pretty thick, so I don't have to worry about using my little pink silicone finger because it's pretty darn thick. So I'm not going to be burnt by the glue. But holding it down for a minute. This is so cute. Thanks for hanging with me, guys. I know I got a little crazy there. Gosh, it's so adorable. Way cute. Oh my God, that is so adorable. So adorable. So cute. Okay, so I always like to put a button on my messy bow because otherwise you see that knot. And if that's the look you're going for, that's totally fine. But I'm going to put this little gold, which happens to just work out perfect. I'm going to put this little gold button that I have in the middle of my messy bow because it kind of looks like sunflowers, which matches this. And that was, again, just happenstance. That was just happenstance. That wasn't, I didn't even try to do that. So sometimes things go good. Sometimes they not so much. And I'm just going to hold him down there till he is glued on really well. And this is so stinking cute. Oh, yeah, I do have something else I could add. I grabbed a couple of things. He's drying. So I have this word. It's just, I got it from the Dollar Tree, and it's just the word family. And I painted it white for a completely different project. And I did not use it, and I thought maybe I could use it here, but you know what? I don't think I'm going to. Oh, it's kind of cute down there, but I don't think I'm going to use it for this. It's too big to go anywhere on here, and I just don't like it there. So that is goober cute. So that's my project. So adorable. Thanks for hanging with me. Hopefully you got some laughs at my expense. But again, that's just kind of how I roll. But again, Dollar General. If y'all have Dollar Generals, I had to go. The first one I went to, I got these. The next two I went to did not have these. So they're considered their summer stuff, I guess. And so they were on 70% clearance. So I now have two signs. So I can use this. And then I can also use this if I want to, or just use the one side. But that was how easy it was. So just to recap, I used a Dollar General sign. I put white chalk paint on it, let it dry, put Mod Podge on it, let it dry completely, picked out a beautiful napkin, and then I used the iron-on method. So I put parchment paper, well, dried Mod Podge, napkin, parchment paper, used my iron on about a medium-high setting, and went one direction. Do not iron, just go one direction. I did that about 3 times just to make sure that this is down really good. And then I, while that was all drying, set it aside, and then I took this beautiful black and white kind of a gingham look ribbon and went around the outside of the frame, made, of course, this sweet, sweet messy bow, and used a little bit of hot glue to put a button in the middle, and then the funniest part was hanging this thing back again. So I would advise to have a smaller strand of twine, or make your holes a little bit bigger and make sure you don't have glue stuck in them like I did. So again, lessons learned, right? Lessons learned. So I hope you've enjoyed this adorable craft. I certainly will be attempting to sell this beautiful thing. I really think she's beautiful. Honestly, I've got someone who is asking for me to put my crafts in their store. So again, exciting things are happening for the Sweet Tea Shed, and the glory goes to God for all of that. And I'll be telling you guys more about that in the upcoming future. But hopefully you guys like this. And yeah, hopefully I gave you some ideas of how to reuse and repurpose and all that. So anyways, God bless you all. Thank you so much for watching. But didn't she come out so cute? Way, way cute. You guys take care. Please sprinkle. We'll talk to you next time. Bye, everybody.